Hello. So today's a live vlog actually. So I might not be able to be as quick on writing as I usually am. Maybe should do this as well. I haven't shared the link with anyone. That could be good. Excuse me. Show your DIY. And I also need to. This was a good vlog beginning, I think. Sorry about that. Let's just you can listen to whatever this one is doing right now. Video. It's good to see that what people are doing when they're just sitting in front of the computer. Who knows? This could be my best live stream ever. Live now. And not scheduled. Publish now. Publish. Right. So now someone might come and watch this with us. Hello. Yeah. So, I'd like to talk to you more about the 4031 tap looper that I did last week in the last episode. And as you can see, the correct panel is on it right now. I still haven't changed the buttons, which is one thing I'm going to talk about. So now I have misplaced that button. There it is. So one thing I wanted and that you wanted quite quickly was that when you press the button, you get the tap directly to the output. And I thought that I solved that with just diodes in another place. So I'm going to finish or change the schematics with that. Technically, I have a very bad webcam as well. I'm sorry for that. But right here, so the diode from the output to the input to get the loop function was down here, and then I instead put it up here, so there's nothing in between the output and the input and the button, and instead it just protects the output. If I don't have this diode here, it doesn't work, so I need this diode. So just moving it there, and I solved that. So, and that sounds like this. This one. So some just metronome and so it doesn't quite follow. I still haven't gotten that, because you really need to be exact on when the clock is on the rising edge, or else you miss the beat. So, but yeah, so we have that, so we can tap the beat, and it you hear it, and then it loops it if you want to. Now, let's see. Yeah, so another thing is, I thought a long time ago we did this one, the Phobos, I think, Phobos random gate, and it's fun with random gates, but it would be nice to have quantized random gates. And I figured that this one actually can do that. If you don't have it in loop mode, then you can take a random gate into it. The 4031 will place it in the correct slot time-wise, and then it will play it once, and it will clear it and just take the new steps. So if you don't, so here I'm running 2 clocks right now, so a bit slower clock on channel 2, where I have the digital noise module connected in as the tap input. That's because I have broken this one. I don't know why or what I've done with it. It doesn't work. It happens. It's one of my early designs as well. It's one of those Vero boards that's, yeah, it's a bit more brittle than the ones I use today. So anyway, a slow clock and the random, the digital 4006 digital noise, and that gives us nothing, because and we turn that down. I don't know if you can hear this. Let's So this is random, but it is in beat with the metronome, or in the, so it's still random, but it's better random than just totally random where it just jumps all over the place. And of course you can fix this extra with the clock. So if you take an even slower clock, that one, take a really slow clock, and now we don't have the metronome, of course, but yeah. So it's just it was just a fun idea that you can quantize. So you decide how large the quantized step you want with the clock divider into the clock input of the 4031, and then whatever random signal you have in, you get a quantized signal out. Also, I found another schematics online on electromusic.com, and that the link is in the description to the forum where I found it. I built it. I didn't get it to work. It was Phobos who did this one as well, I think. I shouldn't have said that without checking. Spreading fake news. Yeah, Phobos. Phobos did this design as well. So a much simpler design, and he did one more advanced design as well, which uses I don't know if I talked about that in the last video, but there's actually two inputs, digital input 1 and 2, and he used the digital input 2 for the loop effect, and then you don't need to have this special button that is normally closed, that you can have a normally open button that just connects to ground on digital pin in 2. You can read it on electromusic.com if you want to. If it works, that's a really nice design. I can't incorporate in this one because this one is there's too many wires. I can't get to the board anymore. So that's that. That's basically what I wanted to say. Just a few modifications you can do to make the 4031 tap looper even better. Yeah. The next, so I haven't begun the next project yet. I know that I have a video I'm going to do for next week, but it's not going to be a module, because I was thinking of doing a quantizer, a CV quantizer, not a gate quantizer. So we're using this as a gate quantizer now, but also a CV quantizer to get the steps right. But I realize those projects are really daunting. They're really very complex. And I've looked at a lot of schematics, and look online, there's a lot of schematics, and I haven't found one that I think is simple enough to just throw out and in a week or two yet. So I might skip that one. I have skipped a few other things that I wanted to do because daunting. But of course there are other videos I'm going to do, more projects. So I'm just going to figure out which one is going to be the next one. I have a few PCBs coming in to go through one or more things about the BB-8, as this one is not a good design to have in a modular hanging like this. So gonna fix that as well. That's it. Yeah, even better, build one if you haven't already. I'll fix the schematics with these alterations. Oh yeah, the switch. So there's one more thing. Because of this, okay. If you use it as normal and you want to loop it, then you need to have it configured like this, and you can press the button to stop the looping. With a switch like this, you can just push the switch and you stop the looping for having the random gate and have this as a sequencer. So with a switch like this, you can choose either or of those. But then you also have the thing with the that you want the press of the button to be directly into the output, and you can't have that if you want the quantizing effect, because then you will hear the totally random going in and not only the organized random going out. So therefore you need a switch like this. So what you would have to do is, it's a switch that has 3 stages. So in one stage you can have it just connected, and that would be in loop mode, and straight up, not connected to anything, you would have it in not loop mode. So this is when you have it as a quantizer. And then the other one would be, so sorry, I forgot, in this one where it's just connected, you hear the output you hear the input on the output, and this one you would have here, you would add the diode, so you would only get the, no, wait, this is why I shouldn't do these things live. I had this thought out in my mind. You need a thing like this anyway to have the three different things, the on the output, not on the output, and the not looping for the quantizing. Let's hang up now. This was fun. I'm sorry if I couldn't answer any questions if you had those, because I'm here talking and not there answering those questions or whatever. Hello everyone, and thanks for being here. I'd like to say thank you to my Patreons, especially John Hardig, who's been my Patreon for a while, but I have forgotten to put his name on the list. So sorry for that, and sorry, John, if you're here. Thank you very much for your support. It is very nice. And anyone else watching, you can also go and watch over there. There are actually 2 other live videos from this week where I did 2 failed attempts on soldering stuff. So maybe not that interesting to see. Also listen to some music that I and my friends had done. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, take care. Bye. Oh wait, maybe I should answer some questions. What if I want this module but only 16 steps? That's then you need another chip, a chip that you can reset. Let me see if I find that schematics. It's called, I can find it in my folder. If you give me a second. Project making modular sequencer 4031 looper, that one. So if you instead, let me share this screen. Here, so if you take the MC14557 instead, so Concrete Dog, you can go to concretedog.blogspot.com. He did a similar looper, very similar, with one of these. And here you can, oh, I can't mark anything. Here you can choose how long you want the how many steps you want by putting either to ground or plus on the L pins. Another way of doing it right now, like it is right here, so everything is according to the clock. So if you have a 4x4 kick drum, like so, and depending on how fast the divisions or how fast the clock is going, you will get 16 steps or 64 steps. You will just get 16th step, but you will get 64th steps. So you will get really fast timing in this time frame. So you can use this one just to alter the clock signal. Will choose how long the sequence will be. So the sequence I did before was just 32 steps because I was running it so each step was so each micro step was 1/32nd step. Hope you understand that. But anyway, the MC14557 would work better for that. So that's that. Yeah. Okay, no more questions then, I guess. So bye again. Take care.